Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
One down. And next for LA, Benny Rodriguez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Score with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Backed off the plate that time.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
It's his first strikeout at this level, but it definitely won't be his last. So, you know, these early at-bats are all part of the process for a rookie. And trust me, big league pitching just looks different than minor league pitching. He still has plenty of opportunities ahead of him in this one, though.
There's the strike.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
Swings through that one.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs. And that's outside.
That pitch is out.
Got him. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. On to inning number 4. It's the So up next, Nasim Nunez. On the ground right side, and that one handled. Throws to first in time.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over. Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
In the air to left center. Young hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
So runner at second, 2 down. Rodriguez will hit next.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Off the plate inside, ball 1. Swings through the sweeper.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Started to swing, held up.
2-1.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2 the count.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Nationals 3. Rodriguez will always remember this game as his major league debut, even if he didn't do as well as he might have wanted. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
Yeah, and Boog, it's not like this predicts your MLB career. I mean, remember, Chris Bryant, Darryl Strawberry, and Troy Tulowitzki all went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in their debuts. Things turned out fine for all of them, I'd say. What we should focus on is that he did something less than 30,000 people have ever done. He played a major league game. Congrats to him on that.
The batter now, Benny Rodriguez, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Rodriguez hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2024. To the right side. Fires over to Hoskins, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Man at first, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Let's go, Benny.
He swings and fouls 1 off. Swing and a miss.
No, that's that slurve right there. He
0-2
threw it extremely well. And talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Tapped softly on the ground. Throw on to Freeman. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They put Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2. Got him. And now one away.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now, just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Rodriguez had the kind of game you'd like to avoid.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now it's Luis Garcia. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll be safe at first.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Looking for his first big league hit right here. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Gray, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Sliced hard but foul. Outside low. Yeah, the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Check swing, and he held up. And Gary Simmons punches him out. That's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They're down 1-0. On to the 3rd inning, and now it's Keibert Ruiz. Ruiz launched a homer in his most recent game. Ground ball right side, Rodriguez. And a quick out, number 1. Two out, space is empty.
The second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2's the count.
Stays alive. In the air to left down the line. Wood on his way over. Drops into the glove. And that is the third out of the inning. And the Dodgers leave them loaded. But they still lead it 2-1. Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Get that first hit at the big league level. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
In the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called.
The third baseman, number 6, David
Rodriguez had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. Still, they got the win.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Kansas City Royals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now. And to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Hernandez, the base runner at first with one out. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Now one miss.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. A changeup missing. 2-2. Caught it looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. In the air, out towards left center. Yelich makes the grab, and that is that. One left for LA. They trail it here 3-0. One out. Runners at first and second.
Eddie Rodriguez.
And ball 1. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say press box food because of the ice cream. We have to go Philadelphia.
Got
Yeah.
a shout out to our guy Frank.
Yes. New York for me is pretty good. Yankees?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah. As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
Garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
It's been a long time.
Rodriguez had a poor showing, needed to do more.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. They'll need to get better games from him to have better results as a team.
So digging in, Benny Rodriguez. Looking for his first big league hit right here.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So the Dodgers leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Second baseman, Eddie Rodriguez.
And he swings through that one.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a pitch. Fought off foul. swings and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman. One up, one down.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Man at first, one away.
Second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
The tying run at the plate. Good job to fight that one off. Outside low, and it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Well,
next one misses, and it's 2-2. On the ground, Garcia to second. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the ninth. Up and in, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
And that's where the swing. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now.
Rodriguez with a less than great game in the loss. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Hard for them to get a win when he performs like this.
Second inning set to go. Leading off, Benny Rodriguez. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Peterson, in his 8th season, 31 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. That's way outside, and it's 1-0. In the air, right field. Weimer has a beat on it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Batting 7th, the catcher.
Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Peterson back to work. Swings and misses. And that is strike one.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt. Well, this guy's been pretty much a non-factor so far this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
Christian.
Swing and a ground ball. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Snell with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Garcia.
Runner at second, 2 down.
The second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And 1-2.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 8-9. So the Royals' batting order turns over. Here comes Christian Yelich. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. First offering, runner goes. Up the middle, Betts. Tosses to first, Yelich is out. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
And a swing and a miss there.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Rodriguez had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.
This wasn't his finest hour, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse, even though they got the win.
Benny Rodriguez getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. Back here in San Diego, new inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Benny Rodriguez. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Waldron back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Rodriguez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 23 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. Cut on and lifted in the air. Burkett. And makes the grab. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And he grounds one to the right side. Cronenworth to first, and there's 2 down. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Here's Jesse Winker. Right side. Throws to first.
That's an out.
That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Padres 1. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. Smith up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere. Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
That's inside. Now 3-1.
3-1.
The Dodgers threatening. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. And now Cameron Eden. 1 out and a runner at second. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. 2 gone.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres 2. So digging in, Cameron Eden. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman.
Out.
That ends the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Padres 3. Rodriguez had a game to forget.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood right now. The coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
So runner at second, 2 down. Rodriguez will hit next, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. This to third. Machado throws to first in time. They limit the damage here. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the 1 down. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Ground ball right side, could be 2. 1 at second. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. So they go quietly there. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Padres nothing. Runner at second, 2 down.
Second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
In the dirt. Hernandez at second with 2 down. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The throw in. It's off the mark and he scores. And it's 4-0. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit. His first big league knock. And he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just 1 swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now a chance for David Fry. Runner takes off for third. That one the other way. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head down. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Rodriguez.
Brito back to work. Right side, hard hit. Cronenworth throws on to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
1 out, base is empty. And here is Benny Rodriguez. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
1 down, base is empty. Going to count 1 and 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 down, base is empty. Ethan Salas, the next up for the Padres. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing. Man at first, Benny Rodriguez getting ready to hit. He's got some power, no doubt. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two outs. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first. He's out. And that is that. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Padres 3. Rodriguez with a special moment in this one, collecting his first hit at the major league level. Had a single and an RBI.
Yeah, that's an amazing feeling, Boog. I know I'll never forget picking up my first hit off of Kevin Apier back in 1999. I know it makes me sound old, huh? Congrats to him. I bet he's got a spot on the mantle picked out for that ball.
Benny Rodriguez, fresh off his first career major league hit, a moment he'll remember forever. With that first one under his belt, he'll look to build on that success today. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. 1 out, runner at second. Rodriguez digs in now.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Ball 1 there.
That's a good pitch there.
1-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. The run comes in from second. He's in there.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
David Fry now at the plate.
Number 6.
Rodriguez, the runner at second with 1 away.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And
runner takes off. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He'll circle the bases. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 6-0.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with a home run. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's Jesse Winker.
The designated hitter, Jesse Winker.
Winker launched a homer in his most recent game. To the right side, Rodriguez. And Winker is set down.
Batting third, the third baseman, Manny Machado. The batter number 3, second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike
No
one.
balls. One strike.
2 runs across in the inning. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That's hard hit on the line. Snags another run. And that'll do it. So 2 runs in the inning on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and 1 left. Down to the bottom of the second. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Padres nothing.
Now batting, second
You know,
baseman,
the first manager to ever win a game here at Petco Park was Tony Gwynn. Yes, Tony Gwynn. They had a college baseball tournament here in March 2004, and Tony managed San Diego State to a win.
Base hit.
Now batting, the third
David
baseman,
Fry
David
steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fry, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was drafted in the second. Runner on the go. Swing and a bouncer towards third. Tosses across to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
The center fielder, number 25.
1 out, runner at second.
Edman.
Tommy Edman will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the air, left side. Burkett sizes this one up. 2 away. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Andy Pajes, the next to hit. Out to short, DeVries. Slings it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 9 and the Padres 3. Man at first, nobody out. And the batter now, Benny Rodriguez. And it's fouled away.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
0-2.
And a pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
The batter number 3.
Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. The other way. Eden brings it in, and that is that. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 12 and the Padres 3. Rodriguez with some solid production in the win.
Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. Nice job to help lift the team to a win.
So 2 down, and now the rookie second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Runner takes off, and a foul ball.
There are lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one misses. It's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
No,
Swing and a tapper, but it kicks foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2, the Padres coming to bat. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jesse Winker.
Winker.
Ground ball to the right side. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Second baseman, Jake Cronenworth.
2 out, space is empty.
Second baseman, Eddie Rodriguez.
First pitch misses. And that one fouled off. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike
1
2.
ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Gone off the LED board. That did some damage. His first homer in the majors, and they're going to have to send somebody to get that ball for him.
Always such a special moment. You know this is one of the biggest thrills of his life. He's got to be floating around the bases right now.
Yeah, he'll remember every detail of that at-bat for years, as he should. It's a true once-in-a-lifetime event.
Now, Boog, there's so many times when a young player might wonder if he's ever even going to get to the big leagues and do something like this. Well, he doesn't have to wonder anymore. Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden, they're back in this ball game.
And we're back. Top of inning number 7. Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 1 strike.
And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Puts and misses. It's a strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch-out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. He's already homered in this game. And that misses. Ball 1. Fastball is outside.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Diaz is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Rodriguez went deep for the first time in the major leagues, and I'm sure he'll treasure that moment forever. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Oh, for sure, Boog. I mean, I still talk my kid's ear off from time to time about my first homer off of Omar Olivares. It's a proud memory for any hitter lucky enough to achieve it, and congratulations to him.
Benny Rodriguez went yard for the first time in his major league career last game. Let's see if he can carry that power surge over to today. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Houston Astros. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Next to hit, Benny Rodriguez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly, soft ground ball to the right side, find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Dodgers threatening. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Nice job behind the plate there.
Two balls, 2 strike.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat. Back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting as we take a look at the numbers this month. France back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Rodriguez with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. And there's a foul ball.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly, he had him fooled.
So the lineup flips over. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. Tapped softly on the ground. Throw on to Freeman, and they get Altuve for the out.
You know, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. It helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. The other way, and it's caught for the out.
The third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
The pitch. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So up next, David Fry. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
The 1-2. Rips one to right. And a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. And it's an RBI single. And they take the lead in the 7th.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But
so 2 down. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the top half of inning number 7. Out to short, Pena. Zips it across. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Astros 5. Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. Hard ground ball, base knock.
The third baseman, number 6, David.
So digging in, David Fry. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
I think on that one right there, they were just trying to stay out of the double play. Guy at the dish isn't very fast, so anything on the ground in the infield is most likely going to be a double play. So you can't fault the team for trying to force the issue. Make sure that they create an opportunity here to score a run in this inning.
Rodriguez had an unremarkable game in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Back here in Houston, top of the second, stepping in, Benny Rodriguez. King back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Rodriguez measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. And that one misses up and in, and the count is 1-2. That was the sweeper, but it missed. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Connor Norby.
Third baseman, Connor Norby.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Save. It was never going to be easy after the missed play.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning. Not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Eddie Rodriguez.
Swing and a ball popped up. Walker drifts towards it. Brings it in. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 out, space is empty.
The second baseman, Eddie Rodriguez.
Well, I think key. I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
This one in the air. Walker has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. It's the and we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. And first offering is fouled off. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, out of the bullpen, you're looking to limit home runs.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a high leverage arm. Just doesn't matter.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He leaves the yard to right. And they're chipping away. It's 4-2.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second.
Eddie Rodriguez.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the 9th. So here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
Elbow. 1 strike.
With the go-ahead run standing at second here in the top half of the 10th. Fought off foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swinging, it's a strikeout. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at third. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
New inning getting started, and at the plate for the Dodgers, David Fry.
The third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Well, they didn't waste any time as they knock home the runner from second to get on the board.
Huge for team confidence and how you approach the situation. Still have a guy on base, and now they'll try to add on. Rodriguez with some solid production in the win. Just one hit, but it did leave the yard. Definitely a strong game at the plate, Boog, and it's safe to say he made a difference for him. Nice job to help lift the team to a win.
So 2 down, Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Now one missed. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1 ball, 1
Man,
strike.
that was pretty gross right there.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Benny Rodriguez.
Swung on, belted. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. 1 runs in. A second scores as well, and they lead by 2.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One out, runner at second. Ivan Herrera getting ready to hit. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Up the middle. A sliding stop. Throw to first. Not in time, and he reaches safely. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Tommy Edman at the plate. Rodriguez on third. Herrera at first. 1 gone.
Two and one.
In the dirt. Runners stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. On the ground. Base hit and a run in to score.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs, base is empty.
Second baseman, Benny
Rodriguez went deep in his most recent game. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Check swing, but he went too far. 0-2.
2 ball, 2 strike.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Way
1 ball, 2
inside,
strikes.
gets out of the way. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And there's a ball.
2 strike.
Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Good job to fight that one off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Astros 2. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez. And that one hammered way back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. He sends it out of here. His second homer this series, and they add to their lead. It's 10-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
Rodriguez was a big contributor for them in the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Benny Rodriguez getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go? Now it's the DH, Miguel Mitre, trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. Now a slow roller to second. Throw on to Freeman. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, the third baseman, number 3.
So bases all loaded up. Rodriguez, the next to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
And that's in the dirt.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
And that is out of play. Two outs. Stays alive. Two on the way. Curve in the dirt. lifted in the air. Sanchez ranging after it. Makes the grab, and that will end the inning. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. On to the second now from Dodger Stadium. It's the Alec Thomas now.
The center fielder, number 5.
2 out, space is empty.
Thomas.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that chance handled. And that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Marlins nothing. 1 out, bases
Now
empty.
back, second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
First
That's a
pitch
ball.
doesn't find the zone. Breaking
That's a
ball
ball.
misses down and away.
2-0.
That
Ball,
one
that's off the
inside.
plate.
Ball 3.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. On the ground, out to short. Lawler tossed to first. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 25, Tommy Edman.
Next is the designated hitter, Miguel Mitre. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1.
He's up.
Over to first, safe. Nobody out, runner at first.
The second baseman, Benny
Looks like the weather
Rodriguez.
could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher.
Now this one's stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. Rengifo coming home. Cut off, throw to third, and he's in there. A run comes in on the play.
Waste no time there. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
And here comes Tommy Edman.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
This one in the air. Vaughn under it. Squeezes it, and there's 1 down.
The right fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Out towards left center. Thomas makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He's in on the sac fly, and they now lead by 9.
Man, there's a sac fly to bring home another run in this inning. These hitters are just piling it on. We're seeing some really quality at-bats out of this team right now.
Second baseman,
Benny Rodriguez getting ready to hit.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're only swinging at pitches inside the zone. Chasing hasn't been an issue at all. Less
No
than
ball, 2
10%
strikes.
of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. League average right now, somewhere around 30%.
And that one is downstairs. Going to count 1 and 2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to Altuve. On to Vaughn. 2.
The center field.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Number 25.
Tommy Edman at the plate.
Edman.
In time to Vaughn. And they get Edman for the out. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Rodriguez with some solid production in the win.
Well, every team in the league wants hitters who can consistently deliver games like the one he had today, because it can help you get wins like this one. Nice job.
So digging in, Benny Rodriguez.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
In the dirt, blocked, but no advance from the runners. Slice the other way and foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2 on, 1 out.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Outside low. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got him. Ricky Holiday with the call. First and second, 2 outs. Andrew Vaughn now. On the ground, right side. Slings to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get a run. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
And there's a foul ball. That one fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Went out.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Next offering way off the plate. Fly ball center field. Thomas gets under it, makes the catch for the out. One out, bases empty.
Number 3, second baseman,
Rodriguez, in his rookie season, 23 years old. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
I think he
0-1's
was
the
a
count.
little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at-bat.
Check swing. He went. And it's
0-2 the
0-2. The Dodgers down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. And
One
ball
ball,
1.
2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter, Oslevis Basabe. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. One up, one down.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Miguel Snyder.
First and second, 2 outs. Rodriguez now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or two on base.
0-1.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Got him swinging for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Rodriguez had a rough go of it in the loss. Had 3 strikeouts without getting a hit. Never fun.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own poor day at the dish. Coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
So up next, Benny Rodriguez.
He struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
And that one fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. And there's a ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. 2 outs, base is empty.
Number 3, second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Foul ball still 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and good work there. Now here's Trent Grisham. On the ground, right side. That takes care of Grisham.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Runner at first with no outs here.
Eddie Rodriguez.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Comes up empty.
Well, pretty clear to me.
No ball,
He was
2
trying to go
strikes.
deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Ground ball right side. Over to Diaz. Now only 1 out remaining.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Rodriguez with a forgettable showing in this one. No hits and struck out 3 times.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They got the W, but he wasn't the reason why.
Benny Rodriguez getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Arizona Diamondbacks taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ezekiel Duran stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Duran.
Grounder might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second, no score. Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
And a big swing and a miss. Rodriguez turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Curve in the
1
dirt.
ball, 2 strikes.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. 1 down. Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Ketel Marte.
Right side, Rodriguez. Tosses to first. They get the out on Marte.
The first baseman, Spencer.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Number 3, second baseman, Eddie Rodriguez.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No
Nelson.
balls, 1 strike.
He's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys, but Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Now, a manager
1-1.
can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that,
Marte, they get one, and it's a double play.
they made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
One out, base is empty.
Number 3, second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
That's inside. That's a ball.
23 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2024. Yeah, that's fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
See if you
1
can
and
go
2's the
upstairs
count.
a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And he deals. This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, the catcher, Will Smith.
So a man at first. Now here is Ezekiel Duran. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's one on to Freddie. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Runner on at first with one gone. Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are
0-1.
dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Struck him out of the front door breaking ball.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Rodriguez had a rough go of it in the loss.
This wasn't his finest hour, Boog, and he may be a little frustrated heading back to the clubhouse. Hard for them to get a win when he performs like this.
Ready to go. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
The center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
On the ground, Rodriguez. The throw to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Geraldo Perdomo.
Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
He really needs to start making more contact. Almost 2 strikeouts per game over his last 10.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The part
0-1.
about Burns' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Next
One
one
ball, one
in the
strike.
dirt. But you go back and look at Corbin Burns in 2019. He threw 49 innings and had an 8.82 ERA. And a big swing and a miss. The main adjustment that Corbin Burns made was that he got rid of his 4-seam fastball and really leaned on the cutter. That is his signature pitch. And now today,
2-2.
he is a cutter, sinker guy, and the 4-seamer really doesn't make much of an appearance. Curve in the
Full
dirt.
count.
Outside, and that is ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
Batting ninth, the center
Tommy
fielder,
Edman at the plate. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. Man, he popped out of that crouch. Threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
Still only one out here in the inning.
Baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Misses again, 5 in a row. And that one is lifted in the air. McCarthy trying to get there. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Ezekiel Duran. Right side, hard hit. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Number 3.
1 out, base is empty.
Benny Rodriguez.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike
0
1.
balls, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time. 2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Outside.
2-2.
It's 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Chop to the left side. Tosses to first. Now 2 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now Gabriel Moreno. On the ground, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Dodgers hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Rodriguez had a pretty poor showing in this game despite the win.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
Here's Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Duran gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground, could be 2. To second, there's 1. To Diaz. That's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for L.A., Benny Rodriguez. 0 for 6 in the series so far. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Check swing, and he went. Yeah, the count 1-2.
1-2.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2.
That's the
Don't
ball.
miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2-2.
In the air, out towards left center. McCarthy makes the grab, and that will end the inning. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run, no errors, and no one left. We played Gabriel Moreno now at the plate.
Gabriel Moreno.
And he grounds one to the right side. Over to Diaz. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the
Now batting, second baseman.
And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional.
Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Jake. Up next for the Dodgers.
Well, they're basing it to the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Big swing and a miss. Smith leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Ground ball left side. Foul. And foul ball. To third, Ibanez. In plenty of time to first. That's out number 3. 1 left for L.A. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Benny Rodriguez. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one way outside, and the count even 1-1.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Mookie digs in here.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Runner at first with no outs here. Pickoff throw, and he's back in on a dive. Jarvis, a righty that throws with power. 29 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Makes the catch, 1 down. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off.
Number 8, Yandy Diaz.
Benny Rodriguez getting set for this one. His team leading its division. Can they continue to churn out wins? It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down. Benny Rodriguez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games. Well, clear game plan coming in this one. Be aggressive against this starter. Try to knock him out of this ball game, and it looks like they're on their way to doing that. Get into the bullpen a little bit early. Could be a great offensive day.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
In there at the knees for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. But they take the lead. Anthony Volpe now at the plate.
Anthony Volpe.
On the ground, right side. Throw on to Freeman, and there's 2 down.
The left fielder, number 22, Nolan.
And we're back. Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits.
Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Edmund. Leading off for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Hamilton back to work. Nice grab from his backside, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Number 25, Tommy Edmund.
And here comes Tommy Edmond. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. Runner on the go. Hit in the air, left field. Jones pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 away.
The batter, the shortstop.
Here's Mookie now.
Betts.
Runner on the go. Ripped on the ground to second. He is safe. Mookie retired, 2 down.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So runner at second, 2 down. Freddie Freeman getting ready to hit. Tying run at the plate. Runner takes off. Paredes zips it to first, and Freeman is retired. 3rd out. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Yankees 7 and the Dodgers 5. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side, Rodriguez. Handles, throws to first, and that is the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're still up 7-5. 1 down. And up next for Los Angeles, Benny Rodriguez. 0 for 3 in this one. Outside low. 1-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
1-1.
Rengifo, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. late with the swing there.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground, 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
2 outs, runner at first. And now here is Tommy Edman. First offering, runner goes in the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Line drive and base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well done. Drives in the run. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Rodriguez could have done more in this game despite the win.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
One down. Now at the plate, Benny Rodriguez.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slinging it to first in time.
Batting 9, the center fielder.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo.
The Dodgers would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
The 0-1. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
That's shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Nobody out,
Now
runner
back
at first.
to second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
And here it comes. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
On the ground to the left, Paredes. There's one. Back to first, and it's over his head. And this ball's going to wind up out of play.
The center fielder, Tommy.
Well, he hung in there at second to get the out, but the return throw to first is way offline, and I have to think the runner coming in the second had a part in that. You can't assume the double play, but because the batter moves up past first, he does get charged with the throwing error right there.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Rodriguez, the runner at second with one away. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's ball 4. And the throw, he's out at third.
Yeah, I don't really get the logic right there of trying to steal third. You've got to count where that hitter's most likely going to get a pitch to hit or he's going to walk. One thing is you don't want to be a distraction in his eyes if it is a pitch to hit. Fortunately, it was out of the zone and it was ball 4, but you get thrown out at third base. So kind of counterproductive to producing a bigger inning and maximizing the runners on base.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We've played 4. We are tied 2-2. Corners are occupied with 2 down.
Second baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Dodgers strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Here's the 3rd baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Isaac Paredes.
On the ground, right side. Fires over to first. Finally gets the 1st out here on the grounder. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Giancarlo.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
1 down. Here's Pete Alonso. Up the middle, Rodriguez. And that takes care of Alonso.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the 2nd baseman, Benny Rodriguez. Savali, 31 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
1 strike.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Savali is just 1 strike away.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Rodriguez with a forgettable showing in the loss.
Well, Boog, not too much to lift his mood right now between the loss and his own poor day at the dish. Coaching staff knows he's capable of more, and he does too.
And now the rookie 2nd baseman, Benny Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Swings through that one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Strike 2.
Oh, 2.
Smith, the base runner at first with one out. This one in the air center field. Bleday sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down.
Up next for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Mookie Betts.
2 outs, base is empty.
3, second baseman.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Right through there for a strike. Yankees up by 3. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
And ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Judge going back on it. And that one becomes property of the beast. He sends one out the opposite way. His 4th home run of the season. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Third baseman.
Back at Yankee Stadium, stepping in, Isaac Paredes. On the ground, right side. Over to Diaz. One up, one down. Singing 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game. And, before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan. And
this ball is hammered deep center field. Way back there. On its way. Out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 4-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now it's the second baseman, Benny Rodriguez, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. In the dirt.
No ball. 1 strike.
Goes to second. Save. And he's into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, this guy wants a pitch off, something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall. But you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't lose your discipline and go after a pitch that you just can't do anything with.
He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. 1 left for L.A. This game's all tied at 4. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. These 2 offenses can put up runs in a hurry. The 0-1. And there's a ball. That misses, and it's 2-1. Next offering is fouled back. Up and in. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. On the ground. Over to Diaz, and they're down to their last out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Rodriguez had a great showing in the win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.